Chosen ones, 7 signs you must cut off low vibrational people immediately. Have you ever felt drained after being around certain people, like your energy was hijacked without you even realizing it? Have you noticed how some individuals seem to carry a storm cloud of negativity with them, subtly or overtly pulling you into their chaotic world? If you are a chosen one, if you are on a higher path, then you must understand this truth: not everyone is meant to stay in your life. Some people are energetic roadblocks, distractions placed in your path to test your discipline. And if you do not recognize the signs, if you do not remove these low vibrational forces from your life, they will keep you stuck in cycles of stagnation, doubt, and confusion. There is a reason why, as you elevate, people start acting differently around you. Some become distant, some become hostile, some suddenly act overly attached. This is because your energy is no longer compatible with theirs. You are vibrating on a different frequency, and they can feel it even if they don't understand it. But here's where most people fail: they hesitate. They feel guilty about letting go. They hold on to relationships that have expired out of nostalgia, obligation, or fear of being alone. And in doing so, they block their own growth.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
But let me ask you something: how much longer are you willing to carry dead weight? How much longer will you delay your ascension just to make others comfortable? Because here is the reality: not everyone can go where you are going. And if you try to bring them with you, if you try to force connections that are no longer aligned, you will only slow yourself down. The universe is always speaking to you. It is always sending signs, nudges, warnings. But are you listening? Are you paying attention to the people who drain your energy, who plant seeds of doubt in your mind, who feed off your light instead of shining their own? Are you recognizing the ones who subtly sabotage your progress, whether through criticism, manipulation, or passive resistance? One of the clearest signs that someone must be removed from your life is the feeling of heaviness after interacting with them. Pay attention. Do you feel inspired, energized, and expansive after being around someone? Or do you feel drained, frustrated, and uncertain? Energy does not lie. Your body, your intuition, your spirit, they always know. But the question is, will you trust yourself enough to act on what you feel? Another undeniable sign is repetitive negative patterns. Some people are addicted to their own suffering. They live in cycles of drama, complaining about the same issues but never taking action to change them. And if you are not careful, you will become their emotional dumping ground, their therapist, their savior. But here's the truth: you cannot save someone who is committed to staying where they are, and it is not your job to do so. Your responsibility is to protect your energy, to align with those who uplift you, who challenge you to grow, who reflect your highest self back to you. But what about the ones who don't show obvious negativity? The ones who smile to your face but subtly undermine your dreams? The hidden doubters, the silent saboteurs. These are often the hardest to detect because they disguise their low vibration as concern or realism. They are the ones who always remind you of the risks, who question your ambitions, who discourage you under the guise of looking out for you. But real support does not feel like doubt. Real support empowers, uplifts, and strengthens. If someone's words make you second-guess your own greatness, they are not meant to be in your circle. And let's talk about envious energy. Some people will never celebrate you genuinely. They will clap for you in public but resent you in private. You can feel it: the forced smiles, the half-hearted congratulations, the subtle shifts in tone when you talk about your success. Envy is a low vibration, and it is one of the most toxic energies to keep in your space. You must understand that not everyone is happy to see you win, and that is okay. But it is not your job to keep people around just because of history or attachment. If someone cannot genuinely celebrate your growth, they do not deserve a front row seat in your life. Now, the hardest part: family and long-term friends. What if the low vibrational people are the ones you've known your whole life? What if they are the ones closest to you? This is where most people struggle. They think that just because someone is family or has been in their life for years, they must tolerate their energy forever. But let me tell you something: spiritual growth is about alignment, not obligation. You do not owe anyone access to your energy just because of shared blood or history. If someone continuously drains you, doubts you, or disrupts your peace, you have every right to create distance. Your spirit is your responsibility. Your purpose is your priority. And no one, not a friend, not a sibling, not even a parent, has the right to keep you in a low vibrational space just because of a title. So, I ask you, who in your life is keeping you stuck? Who do you know, deep in your soul, is no longer meant to be in your journey? And more importantly, do you have the courage to let them go? Because this is where true transformation begins, not just in knowing what needs to change, but in taking action to change it. And that is exactly what we are going to unlock next: how to cut off low vibrational people without guilt, without fear, and without hesitation. The art of letting go: how to cut off low vibrational people without guilt or fear. Letting go is one of the hardest things a chosen one will ever have to do. Not because you don't know who needs to be removed from your life, but because the emotional ties, the memories, and the fear of the unknown keep you holding on longer than you should. But here's the truth: clinging to what no longer serves you is the fastest way to block your own blessings. Every person in your life is connected to your energy field. And if you are surrounded by low vibrational people, their energy does not just stay with them, it bleeds into you. It clouds your mind, weakens your intuition, and slows down your manifestations. The longer you hold onto these connections, the harder it becomes to rise. But why does it feel so difficult to walk away, even when you know it's necessary? Why do we feel guilt? Why do we hesitate? The answer is conditioning. We have been taught that loyalty is about endurance, that true friendship or family bonds should last forever, that cutting people off makes you selfish or heartless. But this is an illusion. True loyalty is not about duration, it is about alignment. And if someone's energy is pulling you down, no matter how long you've known them, keeping them in your life is not an act of love, it is an act of self-betrayal. So how do you cut off low vibrational people without guilt, without fear, without second-guessing yourself? The first step is detachment from the illusion of obligation. Just because someone was a part of your past does not mean they are meant to be in your future. People come into your life for reasons, seasons, or lifetimes, and most of the people you encounter are not meant to stay forever. They were lessons, catalysts, stepping stones. But when their role in your journey is complete, you must have the wisdom to walk away. The next step is setting energetic boundaries. Not every disconnection has to be dramatic or confrontational. Sometimes, the most powerful way to remove someone from your life is simply to stop feeding the connection. Stop engaging in conversations that drain you. Stop responding to negative energy. Stop giving access to people who have proven they do not respect your frequency. When you pull back your energy, when you no longer pour into one-sided relationships, the universe naturally creates distance. Some will fade away on their own. Others may try to pull you back in. And this is where the real test begins. Will you choose your peace over your past? But what about the ones who resist? The ones who notice your withdrawal and try to guilt you into staying? These are the people who have benefited from your energy, who have fed off your light, who have become dependent on your presence. And when you take your energy back, they feel the loss. They may accuse you of changing. of abandoning them, of being cold. But let me ask you, why should you feel guilty for choosing yourself? Why should you apologize for outgrowing what was never meant to last? This is where you must stand firm. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your evolution. You do not need to justify your growth. If someone truly supports you, they will understand. And if they don't, then they were never aligned with your highest self to begin with. And here's something you must prepare for: not everyone will accept your departure gracefully. Some will lash out. Some will try to manipulate you back into their reality. Some will speak negatively about you, twisting the narrative to make themselves the victim. Let them say whatever they need to say. Your growth is not a debate. Your peace is not up for discussion. The more you engage, the more you allow their energy to stay connected to yours. Silence is power. Distance is protection. And time will always reveal the truth. But here's where it gets even deeper. Letting go is not just about removing people from your life. It is about removing the emotional attachments that keep you tied to them. You cannot physically walk away, but mentally stay trapped in resentment, anger, or sadness. True detachment means releasing the person energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. It means forgiving not for them, but for yourself. It means sending them love from a distance and knowing that their path is no longer yours to walk. And here's the most important part: when you remove low vibrational people from your life, you create space for high vibrational connections to enter. The friendships, the relationships, the soul family that truly aligns with your highest self cannot come in while you are still holding on to what is misaligned. The universe is waiting for you to make a decision. Are you ready to fully step into your power? Are you ready to release the weight of attachments that no longer serve you? Because the moment you do, everything changes. But we're not done yet. Because next we are going to unlock the final and most powerful revelation: how to maintain your high vibration and attract only those who align with your frequency, ensuring you never fall back into old patterns again. Are you ready? Let's go. The frequency shift: how to maintain high vibration and attract only those who align with your energy. Once you remove low vibrational people from your life, a strange thing happens. At first, you may feel relief, like a weight has been lifted, like you can finally breathe. But then, something else sets in. A void. A silence. The space they once occupied is now empty, and for many people, this is where the doubt creeps in. Did I do the right thing? What if I end up alone? What if I never find the right people? This is the moment where most people make the mistake of going back. They reach out, they reconnect, they reopen doors that were meant to stay closed, and in doing so, they delay their own evolution. But here's what you must understand: when you clear space, the universe is preparing to fill it with something greater. The void is not a punishment, it is an initiation. It is a test of faith, a moment where you must hold your vibration even when nothing around you has shifted yet. Because what most people don't realize is that energy moves before reality catches up. When you raise your frequency, when you say no to what no longer serves you, when you choose yourself unapologetically, you send a signal to the universe. And that signal must be answered. But the question is, can you stay in alignment long enough for the shift to happen? Can you resist the urge to fill the emptiness with the same energy you just worked so hard to remove? Because this is the final step. Not just cutting off low vibrational people, but ensuring that you never attract them again. And this requires a complete shift in how you operate energetically. The first key to maintaining your high vibration is absolute clarity on who you are and what you allow into your life. Many people attract low vibrational connections because they have not defined their own frequency. They move through life unconsciously, accepting whoever comes their way, tolerating behaviors that drain them simply because they are used to them. But when you truly decide that you will only allow high vibrational, aligned energy into your space, everything changes. You stop settling. You stop making excuses for people. You stop lowering your standards just to avoid loneliness. And here's where it gets even deeper. Your energy field is like a magnet. It does not attract what you want, it attracts what you are. This is why doing the inner work is non-negotiable. If you want to attract powerful, uplifting, high-frequency people into your life, you must first become that yourself. You must embody the energy you wish to receive. This means healing your wounds, releasing limiting beliefs, and stepping fully into your power. Because the truth is, high vibrational people do not tolerate low vibrational energy in their space. And if you are still carrying unhealed wounds, insecurities, or toxic patterns, you will continue to attract people who reflect those back to you. So ask yourself, what energy am I putting out into the world? What beliefs am I holding that might still be keeping me connected to lower frequencies? Because the moment you shift within, everything around you must shift as well. The next key to maintaining high vibration is energetic boundaries. You must become fiercely protective of your space, your time, your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone should be allowed into your inner world. And just because someone is kind, familiar, or even seemingly spiritual does not mean they are aligned with your highest path. You must learn to discern who truly uplifts you and who simply wants to be in your presence for their own benefit. This means saying no without guilt. This means walking away without explanation. This means trusting your intuition the first time, instead of waiting for repeated proof that someone is not meant to be in your life. Because here's the truth, people show you who they are energetically before they ever do physically. You can feel it. The hesitation, the discomfort, the slight draining sensation after a conversation. The way their words don't quite match their energy. Pay attention. Your body, your intuition, your spirit, they know. And once you lock in this level of self-awareness, once you refuse to entertain anything below your highest frequency, something incredible happens. You start attracting exactly what you deserve. The right people, the right opportunities, the right experiences. Suddenly, the friendships that once felt forced are replaced with deep, soul-aligned connections. The relationships that once drained you are replaced with partnerships that elevate you. Your entire reality shifts to match the new frequency you are holding. But here's the final truth: you must maintain this frequency consistently. You cannot raise your vibration one day and lower it the next. You cannot say you want high vibrational connections but still entertain toxic interactions out of boredom or nostalgia. You must become the embodiment of the energy you seek every single day. And when you do, life transforms, the universe responds, and you finally step into the reality that was always meant for you. The ultimate shift: how to step into your highest timeline and never fall back again. There comes a moment in every chosen one's journey when they must make a final decision, not just to cut off low vibrational people, not just to maintain their high frequency, but to fully step into their highest timeline without hesitation, without compromise, without looking back. This is the moment where you either rise into your full power or allow the pull of the past to drag you into cycles you have already outgrown. This is the final test. And most people fail, not because they don't have the strength, but because they don't yet understand what's really at stake. The reason so many people fall back into old patterns, old relationships, old versions of themselves is because they are still emotionally tethered to their past. They may have physically walked away, but their mind still revisits old memories. Their energy still entertains thoughts of what if. Their heart still holds onto attachments that should have been released long ago. And as long as even a small part of you is looking backward, you are not truly moving forward. You cannot step into your highest timeline while holding on to pieces of a life that no longer belongs to you. The first step to locking in your highest reality permanently is radical self-trust. The universe will always test you after you make a major shift. The people you cut off may try to return. The old environments may call you back. The habits, the emotions, the doubts may resurface. This is not a sign that you are failing. This is a sign that you are being asked one final question: are you truly ready for the next level? Because if you are, you will not entertain anything that contradicts your decision. You will not engage in conversations that drain you. You will not give second chances to people who have already shown you their true energy. You will not question your own intuition. You will simply move forward with complete certainty that what is meant for you will never require you to lower your vibration. The second step is embodying the new version of yourself immediately. Most people wait. They wait for the right circumstances, the right people, the right external validation before they fully step into their power. But here's the truth: your external world will not change until you shift internally first. You must start thinking, speaking, acting, and making decisions as if you are already living in your highest timeline. You must move with the confidence and certainty of someone who knows they are divinely guided. You must stop questioning whether you are worthy, whether you are ready, whether you are capable, because the moment you fully embody this version of yourself, the universe has no choice but to align your reality to match it. The third step is protecting your energy at all costs. You have already removed low vibrational people, but now you must ensure that your energy remains untouchable. This means being mindful of what you consume, not just food, but information, conversations, entertainment. Everything carries a frequency. The music you listen to, the shows you watch, the posts you read, all of it is either elevating you or pulling you back into lower vibrations. Be intentional. Surround yourself with wisdom, with inspiration, with high-frequency content that reinforces your growth. And most importantly, be mindful of your own thoughts. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Every thought you entertain either strengthens your new reality or weakens it. If you catch yourself slipping into old doubts, old fears, negative self-talk, stop. Redirect. Reframe. Speak life into yourself. Affirm your power. Declare your alignment, because the moment you allow even one seed of doubt to take root, it can grow into hesitation, hesitation into inaction, and inaction into regression. But the final step is full surrender to your divine path. When you are truly aligned, you no longer chase, you no longer force, you no longer struggle. You move with ease, with trust, with the deep knowing that everything meant for you is already on its way. You understand that rejection is redirection, that delays are divine timing, that what is yours will never pass you by. You no longer feel the need to convince, to prove, to explain. You simply exist in your power, and the right people, opportunities, and experiences naturally align with you. But here's the truth: most people will never reach this level. Not because they can't, but because they are afraid. Afraid of leaving behind everything they've ever known, afraid of stepping into the unknown, or afraid of their own power. But you are not most people. If you were, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't feel this call. You wouldn't be resonating with these words. So now I ask you, are you ready to fully step into your highest timeline? Are you ready to never look back? Because if you are, the moment you truly decide, everything changes. The door to your past closes forever, and the path ahead becomes clear. And from this moment on, your only job is to walk it. With confidence, with certainty, with the unwavering knowing that you are always meant for more. This is your time. Step into it fully, and never fall back again.